Hey, this is JC Tan again. If this is your first time on this channel, please do not forget to please like and subscribe and even share this channel to your friends who are interested to learn more about real estate and different real estate investing strategies. If you are an existing subscriber, please do not hesitate to comment down below for any violent reactions, emotional outbursts, or just any topic you'd like me to go ahead and discuss on my next video. So for today, I actually just realized that for the past, three videos, I was able to share with you a couple of different marketing tutorials without realizing that there could be beginners that just don't really know what is real estate. So for today's video, I just want to go ahead and be able to share and define in my simplest term what is real estate and also what are the types of property involved in real estate transactions. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen a little bit. So on this photo, basically, we're going to be using a farmland as an example. So first, before we get into this photo, I would like you guys to understand that real estate includes the land, and real estate refers to the actual land and all the natural resources on or under it, and any building, like any immovable building or any immovable physical things that's actually on the land itself. Real estate are all of this, right? It's the physical things that are permanently attached to the land and anything that's under it. So these could be the natural resources that are gas, oil, any dirt that's under it. These are all real estate. So like anything that are permanently attached to the land, right? While I know you guys are wondering what's real property, because I heard somebody said real property. What is the difference between real estate plus real property? So basically, real property is all the physical things, right? Like the physical things attached to the land. Now, real property is all of these plus the rights on real estate. What I mean to say is the rights to use the property itself, the rights to, use it for enjoyment. It could also be because there's different rights, right? It could be ownership, it could be like possession, like all the legal rights attached to the physical things. It's the possession, enjoyment, right? You cannot call this real property without a legal right to the real estate buildings or even the land itself. CC, why are you excluding the farm animals and even the tractors, right? Why are we not including this? Because again, real estate are anything that's immovable, anything that's permanently attached. The farm animals, even the tractors, even the dog over here is movable. All right. So it's not permanently attached to it. So these are then what we call personal property, right? So like personal property are anything that is not real property for sure, usually movable, something that we can remove from this photo, right? While the real estate are the ones that we really can't remove unless you use some equipment to like really remove it. But at some point, it's actually permanently attached to the property itself. All right. So I hope that actually helps you guys understand the difference between real estate versus real property and personal property. Now, I'm sure you wanted to know what are the different types of property involved in real estate. I'm going to get to that here on a different screen. So there's actually four types of real estate properties, and these are the residential properties, the commercial properties, industrial, and land. So you see what are the difference between these four? Basically, residential properties are the ones we use to live. Anything that's for business is commercial. Anything that's for manufacturing, for producing, that's industrial. And anything that is undeveloped yet, it's actually called the land, or like undeveloped property is land. Like it could be the farmlands, working farms, vacant land. So these are the undeveloped properties, right? So going back to residential, there are a couple of, I would say, examples here that I was able to show. We have single family homes, we have condominiums, townhouses, duplex, triplex, quadruplex. Basically, single family homes are the basic standalone house, While condominiums are actually part of a larger building, normally it's owned by an actual organization or a company, and then the property owner lives in the same building as the rest of the other property owners in the same area, right? Or in the same building. It's almost similar to townhouses. Sometimes it actually is being defined as one, although the only difference is the fact that condominiums are larger, or definitely, a lot bigger than townhouses. It's just the design that actually makes it a little bit different. Duplex, triplex, quadruplex is just a little, it's more of a term for multifamily residential properties that are less than 2 to 4 unit properties. All right. So like anything that's also manufactured home falls within the residential. Again, as long as the use is for, for you to live in it, that's residential property. While the commercial ones, let me just go ahead and show you guys as an example of commercial property as a photo. So these are the different types of houses. We have single family home. That's the type of, like, that's how it looks like. These are townhouses. As you can see, it's, condominiums is bigger, or condominiums are bigger than the townhouses, but pretty much it's the same because it's actually owned, or it's actually part of a larger like building, right? We have multifamily, we have modular homes. This could also be manufactured homes. We have bungalow houses, and then we have ranch homes. So these are all single family houses, right? Now, the other is the commercial real estate. So commercial real estate are, the garden apartments, all the low rise, mid rise, high rise apartments. They are actually categorized into low rise to high rise apartments. Anything that's actually more than 4 units are considered commercial because it's already being used for business. Office buildings, these are basically all the, I would say, dental offices for offices for professionals. It may or may not have direct contact with the actual sellers, or I would say not sellers, but direct contacts with the actual consumers, right? So like this can only be used for the purpose of actually having their employees to have an office to attend to, right? While retail buildings are the larger shopping malls, strip malls. These are, where retailers conduct their businesses with direct access to consumers, basically to sell their product. While we also have institutional buildings, these are the ones referred to as built specifically for government offices, hospitals. These are all of that. While hospitality are hotels, anything that's actually for the bigger hotels. And then we have recreational. Recreational are actually the establishments that are built for entertainment purposes, like track field, golf course, all of that falls within commercial properties. We have multifamily, the retail offices or retail stores, we have the offices. Just disregard the industrial. I'm not sure why that's included there, but these are basically some of the commercial properties. Okay, just exclude the industrial land and specialty. Actually, specialty is included because that's hotel or hospitality. That falls within the category of hospitality, right? And then we also have the industrial. So these are the factories. Basically, these are the warehouses, oil refineries, steel mills, power plants, industrial buildings. Basically these are utilized for warehousing, production, and manufacturing. So this could be from heavy industries to like light industrial buildings. All right. So these are industrial properties. So these are sample industrial real estates. So we have factories, power plants, all of the manufacturing buildings. These are all industrial. Okay. And I'm sure I already did explain the land. Land is just more of a real estate without building and equipment. So like it's the undeveloped property. So we have working farms, vacant land, and farmlands. Right. So these are basically the most common 4 types of property involved in any real estate transaction. So there's residential, there's commercial, industrial, and land. If you'd ask me which ones are mostly people invest in, it's definitely residential. All right. So now that I kind of covered at least the most basic, it's just really defining what's real estate, the real property, personal property, and different real estate property types. I think on the next video, we want to dig deeper more on like what are the different types of real estate investing strategies and how do I make money from real estate. I'm sure that you guys would be excited on that. So again, if this is your first time on this channel, please do not forget to subscribe and do leave your comments below if you do have any suggestions or at least valid reactions for today's video. Thank you guys so much and have a lovely day.